very much, Fabian, for this introduction. And hello, everybody. Good morning from Germany. Yes, we are very happy that we have the opportunity to guide you through this platform real quick. This is always a nice chance to ask questions and to maybe get familiar with all the different features. Please see this tutorial as an interactive tutorial. So we are a small group. We have the chance to answer every question real quick and throughout the tutorial. I will share my screen in a minute. Before I do that, I will just let you know that this platform of Interzoo.digital is not like a website, but like a real application, meaning that there are some functions that we need to make sure that work, like the video camera of your device and also the microphone. And there are some small settings that I will go through in the beginning so that you are all set to then start exploring the platform. I will start by sharing my screen, and Fabian will make sure that I don't miss any questions in the chat. Yeah, and you see my screen, is that correct? Okay, good. So let's maximize here. So this is the appearance of the platform. So welcome to Interzoo.digital. This is the lobby side. The lobby side is the same view for all participants, meaning for exhibitors, for visitors like you, and also for press representatives and for speakers. So whenever you access this platform, after you have registered via the ticket shop and after you have redeemed your code, you are now on the platform. This platform here in the lobby gives you a nice overview of all the different areas that you can explore. You can also have a look at all the different shortcuts here. So wait, I will switch to English, sorry for that. So here's the English language. So you have, for instance, an overview of the show floor that you can have a look at. Here are all the different exhibitors with all the different products and trademarks and links and all the information that they have prepared for you. And while you're here on this side, you can start bookmarking your favorites. Yeah, so there's always a little sign everywhere on the platform where you can simply bookmark some companies. When you move further down, you see some participants. I will turn to the participant and the networking part in a minute, but here you have already a nice overview of all the different active participants that are already logged on the platform. Yeah, and here as well, you can bookmark. You can have a look, and you can then find new people and jump into some details. We move further to the virtual cafes. These are some areas where you can meet in a casual surrounding. So it's literally a virtual cafe, meaning it's open all the time. You can meet there some people. You can also do some appointments there. You can gather within some special interest groups, and I will show that in more detail in a minute. And as you can see here, the first lounge is already the support lounge. This would be your support lounge whenever you have some issues, when you have some questions, or you need to have some maybe tips and tricks. How you can best use the platform. You can always enter the support lounge, and there you will meet some colleagues who will help you with any question that arise. So these are the virtual cafes, and then we have some speakers. So the speakers are adding up, and we are still working on the program, so you can be excited about the different speakers here. So you can also bookmark and make sure that you have all these bookmarked items in your favorite list. The last section here is the networking. I will show you later on as well. This is a very practical and nice way to explore the different users that are already on the platform. And this way you can enlarge your business network, and I will show you in a minute. So as I already said, we can bookmark some items. When you want to have a look at your marked items, you can either use the switch here and turn to my Interzoo.digital. Here you see, okay, I have already bookmarked some parts of the program. I have already scheduled some meetings. When we move further, we see that I have already bookmarked some speakers, exhibitors, products, and trademarks. So I have been on this platform for quite a while, as you can see. So I have gathered some points here. So this is your favorite area. This is individually for you. You can also access this part via the navigation on the left-hand side. You can just switch from the lobby to your favorite part, and then you're all set with all your planning. Please use this time of the soft opening to get familiar with all the different features, to bookmark some items in the program as well, so that you have for the lifetime, starting June 1st, a nice schedule, and you have then an opportunity to use the 4 days of digital live program then as efficiently as possible. So now as I promised, I will turn to the right part of the platform first. So for your orientation, I always switch back to the lobby. The right part here is the communication center, as we call it. So whenever you enter the platform the first time, the platform will ask you to edit your profile. This is a summary of my personal profile, and I will share with you some details. So when you enter the platform the first time, you will be guided through some points here. We have some fields that are mandatory. You can see that by the red star. So of course, we need to have your name. It would be nice to have your job title, the company you're working for, and also some other information that is of your choice if you want to share it. The same applies to the different social media accounts. You can add them here to your profile. You can add a little text in your biography. And very importantly, you can switch on and off your networking. We strongly recommend to switch on your networking because by this little toggle here, you make sure that participants can find you. Participants can be other visitors, but also exhibitors. So whenever you switch off your networking and somebody wants to look for your name and search for you, they won't find you when this is switched off. So it would be cool if you could switch it on. All right, so this is the networking, but of course it's your decision. Then we have some interests that you can choose here in your profile. These interests are important because on basis of these interests, the platform can make you or give you some suggestions for networking. So this is actually a very important area that you can edit throughout the show. So you can always work on your profile and have a look how your different suggestions change whenever you change something in your interests field here. So I already added something. Now I would like to say, okay, let's add maybe animals in the garden as well. As you can see, this will be added. Then I have the section of I'm offering. This is the part for the matchmaking on a very business level, meaning that whenever you have a certain mission, why you are on the platform, say you are a visitor and looking for a specific section, then you can enter it here. This can be different to the interest that you have personally. So please feel free to work on these offering items. So I already made my choice. I could add some more. I could say, okay, accessories for dogs, I will add. And the same for what I'm looking for. And here as well, I can say I'm looking for accessory for dogs. So whenever I'm done with that, I could wait. I just have to move this. I save and update my profile. And now I'm actually all set for all the different features, and everybody on the platform can then see that I'm part of this platform. I'm moving further now to the right. I will switch to the lobby real quick so that you don't see this all the time. So this was my profile. I see the summary here. As you can see, there is a little bubble here, a green bubble, meaning that I'm online and that I'm available on the platform. So all other users can see when they are, for instance, searching here via this little person here, search for people. You can see, are there people already online or not? Or do they have a do not disturb button? And this way you see it's still quite early in the morning. You see if people are available or not. So this is the green bubble. We have a red bubble as well. This is when I switch on the Do Not Disturb button. The Do Not Disturb button is very helpful for you because 4 days of digital live event means that there's a lot of interaction going on, that there might be some calls, also some chat messages, and there's also a program that you might want to consume. So with this button, you can make sure that you can listen and visit a program slot that is important to you while not being disturbed there. So everybody can see that. The same applies when you're doing just a little break for lunch or whatever. So make sure that you use this Do Not Disturb button so that you can then enjoy your free time. All right, then we have the networking button here as well. This networking button, as I already explained, is important so that you can make sure that you're either part of the networking game or not. You can play around with that a little bit. So please feel free to try that. And our recommendation, of course, would be to switch on the networking. Then you have some technical devices here. You can either use your integrated camera or some other camera. You can decide for the hardware for your microphone. And this is something that is important, of course, because whenever you have some interaction on the platform, like a call or a video chat. So every call will be a video chat call, meaning that the video function is very important. If you decide not to be visible during a video call, of course, you can switch off your camera. It's just important that you make sure that also your microphone is working. So whenever you have any issues here or any questions, please feel free to also ask in the support cafe. There are some colleagues who can always help you here. Okay, so I will move on real quick. This is something that is only available to the exhibitors, but the last point that is important, we have a little log out button here. It might be that when you maybe use a new device to your notebook, for instance, for a microphone, it might be that you have to log out or log on again, so that the platform knows that there's a new device, so that you can choose it here from the drop down. This is in real brief the communication center on the right side regarding the settings. I will just go through the different icons here. I already showed the first one with the person here. This is a people part, meaning that you can have a look at all the different peoples that are already part of the platform. I just scroll down, so this is adding up. There are more and more entering the picture. And then there are the contacts that have already been confirmed, meaning these are my contacts, my personal contacts. Since these are my personal contacts, I have a chance to download them. Of course, I cannot download the whole networking list. There is no download option here. So we recommend that you start the networking, send out some networking requests, also confirm requests that arrive at your side so that you build up your own contact list this way. As you can see here, when there are some pending requests, like here, they are gathered here with a small 1 or whichever number appears here. And here I can accept or ignore some confirmation or some networking requests. So this way I will confirm, and then I see it will be part of my contact list. So this is a people section. Of course, you can always have a look at all the details, like here with the 3 points. You might be familiar to this function. So here we always have the chance to get into interaction right away. As I already said, I could use the bookmarking button. I could start a chat immediately. I could start a video chat. This would be then the same situation like we have here. I could ask for a meeting. And since I'm already connected to Dr. Rowena Arzt, I could remove the connection, which I won't. I could share this contact, and so on. So here are some points. You always have a shortcut via the 3 points. I could also click on the details here and have a closer look at Rowena. So please just try out a little bit. There's nothing you can do wrong. Just click your way through the platform so that you start exploring everything. So this is then this part. I would quickly jump back to the chat and also the appointments. So these are the areas that are connected to you personally, meaning that here are all the different items that belong to you individually. Then you have a notification center. Here you see all the different things that happened while you were maybe in a do not disturb status, or when you have missed a call or something. This will all be gathered here in your notification center. All right, so how to schedule a meeting, I will show in a second. Let's move on to the more interesting part right now. The platform as such, and also the area where you have on the left-hand side, where you have all the different navigation items. Yeah? So here you see the lobby, the individual part, as we have already had a look at it, and then you see the show floor. So this is the next part. This show floor is the area where all the different exhibitors have their space, meaning that you can here have a look at all the different exhibitors. You can surf along just using the scrolling function, and then you see, okay, there have been some nice pictures uploaded. So the exhibitors have used their onboarding phase very intensively so that they prepared some information for you as an exhibitor, as you can see here. So this is just by scrolling down and getting maybe attached to the one or the other picture that you see here. You could also use some filter functions we have at the upper part here. You can search for some product groups and also for some delivery regions. So this way you can search within the show floor to make sure that you find just those exhibitors that are of interest to you. Here again, you can bookmark if you like some companies. You can also just have a look at the different products here and the trademarks. So whenever you feel like I just want to have a look at a certain product section, feel free to just use the toggle here. When you already know a company and you're searching for that company, you can also use the alphabetical order here. So for instance, we could say, all right, let's have a look at the K. And you see all the different companies here, or like I do all the time, search for Interzoo, and then I'm on the Interzoo. So whenever I find the company that is of interest to me, I could just click on it. By clicking on it, you will enter the detail page. I will shortly describe the detail page, and then I will make a short break so that Fabian has a chance to tell me if there are any questions. So this is the detail page of an exhibitor, and it always looks the same way. So you have the graphic here. It is always different for every exhibitor. Then you have a joint showroom button here. So this shortcut allows you to get into touch directly with the exhibitor. So just imagine you don't know the exhibitor yet, so you don't know the different contact persons. Then you could just join the showroom. It's like an info desk in the physical world. So here you can place your question, you can ask for somebody to talk to you, and here somebody will answer your question, will welcome you, and will start a video chat situation with you. So as I explained earlier, this platform always allows for video chat situations. Here the little camera helps you with that, so don't be surprised whenever you enter this room, somebody will wait for you or somebody will be called so that somebody helps you right away. So this is a joint showroom function. You could also decide to just request a meeting right away. I will show you. So you could say, okay, Interzoo.digital test 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I could select a date. You can only select dates that are within the live phase. So I would say, let's take the 2nd, right in the morning. This would be good. I say test 8, 9, 10. And then I send this. So the company now knows that I'm, as a visitor, am interested in having a meeting. I, as a visitor, could already schedule a meeting, meaning I could enter a time that is of preference to me. And then the staff members of the exhibitor will reply to my meeting request. I could also just register interest, meaning that I don't want to schedule a meeting now. I just want to let the company know that I'm interested, so please get in touch with me. So whenever you press this button, please be aware that there might be somebody from that company that will get in touch with you. And then I can just recommend that exhibitor to a colleague or to some other participants, bookmark, and I could also download the company details. When I scroll further down, I see, of course, the company name, also some social media icons that I can use, the logo, of course, a short description, and then all the different contact persons I see here. Here, as I said, we have this little bubble situation. I can see, oh, Miss Arzt, Dr. Arzt is already online. She has a green bubble. Miss Beal has a gray bubble, meaning she's not online right now. I have a red one because I have switched on my do not disturb button. And whenever I'm in a call on the platform, this bubble turns yellow. So this way you have a good indication that you might be able to reach Miss Grasser. So you can just directly call her via this button, or you can just text message her and get into any interaction you prefer. All right, so these are the contact persons. Then I can scroll further down. Here I see all the upcoming sessions in the program that are interlinked with this exhibitor. So I could decide to just jump into one of these points directly via this detail page. I could also have a look at the program via the navigation on the left-hand side. This is the next point I will show you. I can bookmark again. I see the different support lounges and virtual cafes. I see some products that have been put into the system here, the trademarks, some links, and some media data that has been uploaded here. So as you can see, the exhibitors have prepared for your visit. So they have uploaded a lot of information. Just for an example, so you can click just on a product and then you see some more information. So here you can just have a look and get familiar with all the different content items that have been uploaded here. So whenever you click on a link, you will see that a different tab window will open up. So you can then easily jump back. Another feature I would like to show you, you could have a look at this little film that the Interzoo has prepared for you. Just click on the play button and then you see that the film will open up. I will close it again. So just have a look at the different features that the Interzoo team has prepared for you here. All right, I will catch my breath and ask Fabian if there are any questions up to now.
Yes, we have two questions.
Okay.
The first one, is it possible to connect with my colleagues from my company so we would be in a group and other companies could find us in this group under this company name?
No, this is as a visitor, you don't have this option to gather under a group. However, what you can, of course, do is you can say when you are within a group, you can open up a new chat with up to 15 people where you have then a common communication. This platform is for a quick interaction though, and it's not like an emailing program. So this is just a quick chat so that you can maybe have some shared communication and also some learning curve on what happens where. But you cannot open up a new topic under a certain name. This is the part of the exhibitor. There you have this gathering. Yeah. Next question.
Last one, can we jump into video meetings with exhibitors together with my colleagues? How should I invite them?
Yes, this you can do all the time. So you could, for instance, this is a very good question. The platform allows you to start a video meeting instantaneously. Oops, sorry. Can you hear me, Fabian? Okay, sorry. I just jump back real quick. I just have to move this bar. So What you can always do is you can say, all right, instantaneously means I have a person here, let's say something with somebody I know so that I don't bother somebody. So I would say, all right, let's have a video call here with Ms. Schreiber. When I start this video call, then this chat window will open up, and this chat window means that you have then an open room, just like you have in Zoom or Teams or GoToMeeting. You would then just very easily be able to add new people, meaning you can invite new participants. This is something I will show you in the end because it might be a conflict with my microphone. So at the end of the session, I will show you how this can work by inviting new people. But this way you can open up a video chat with up to 15 people as a visitor. Yeah, and the same is also when you enter this showroom here. You have also this video chat room, and this way you can enter or you can invite new participants instantaneously. When you don't want to meet up instantaneously, you can also schedule a meeting yourself. Here in the communication center, you could say, all right, let's start a new meeting. And we say, let's say, Interzoo.digital meeting test. So this way, of course, during the live dates, you can say, let's meet on Thursday. You can invite people that are already on the platform. This is the only precondition that needs to be met, meaning that when you have a mixture of colleagues and exhibitors and speakers and press representatives, you can all invite them into one meeting. You just need to make sure that you can find them here. So they need to be on the platform and they need to have their networking switched on. And then, even though you are not connected yet with them, you can schedule a meeting. And when you find out that you are 10 people in the meeting and you forgot somebody, you can then add that person, of course, to the meeting while you're having it. And you can also edit this meeting and add it when you're not having the meeting yet, when it's an upcoming meeting. So this way you can arrange on a visitor-on-visitor basis. All right. So I'd search for Fabian, for instance, my favorite example, see if it is available. And this way you can add up to 15 people, including yourself. Yeah, so I tested, send invite. Yeah, and here you see all the different tests I've been going through. Here you have in personal area the confirmed meetings, the meeting requests, and the declined. Yeah, okay. This is something you can do. Any more questions?
No, currently we have no further questions.
Okay, good. So I would say we move on to the program. So just remember, for orientation, that was the lobby. When the live program is starting, we have this point of live program here. So you have live sessions, so you can jump via the lobby into the live sessions. For now, we have the program here. And here you see that we are already starting to build up the program points. We have different channels that you can see here. You can search the channels. You can also say, okay, what's going on the second day, the third day, and the fourth day. And you see that you can then again just bookmark the parts that are of interest to you. You can have a look at the different topics here. Have a look at the different details. So when we could jump back, we can have a look here, see what's going on here. And yeah, this way you can always also bookmark and have a look at what is going on. So whenever the live session is starting, you see the little gray picture will turn into a colorful picture right away. So this is a nice program part that has been prepared by the organizer and by the exhibitors. So this is filling up the next days. Please feel free to surf along and to bookmark. Yeah. Exactly. So whenever you consume a program part, a small picture-in-picture will open up so that you have a chance to do other things while you're following one slot in the program. So this platform allows you some multitasking. Just make sure that whenever you consume something in the program, you cannot have a video chat call at the same time, because you probably only have one microphone and one camera. So yeah, please be aware that when you would like to consume something in the program, that you cannot have a scheduled meeting at the same time. Yes. One thing I forgot, you can always have a look at the live chat that is going on. So this platform allows, of course, to have a live chat while there is a program running, so that you can ask your questions there, and somebody from the team will have a look at it. And this is like a live Q&A situation as well. Okay, so this is in brief the program. If there are any questions, please feel free to ask them here. I would then, Fabian, if you don't interrupt, just move on quickly to the lead finder. Okay. So here we have the lead finder. At the very beginning, we have been editing our profile, entering some attributes for the lead finder with the section of I'm selling, I'm buying, or I'm looking for, and I'm offering. And here we have the filter situation. So whatever you have entered, here you have the different hits for that. This is the real filter function, meaning that you can switch the side here and then have a look at different areas. Oops. I could have a look at Interzoo and see who is there from Interzoo. I can search for other things as well. I could have a look at maybe agility and see who has also entered something on part of the agility for the seller. So this is something you can just play around a little and have a look how this works for you. If you have to adapt maybe some of the attributes that you filled in, please see this as a real, let's say, a real filter function. So there is no artificial intelligence AI that is helping you with some algorithm. This is actually a filter situation for everything that has been entered up front in the profile for this part of the lead finder. It is important, of course, that more and more profiles are filling up, so that this area is, of course, useful only when there is enough information in the lead finder, meaning that it depends, of course, on the quality of the profile attributes that have been entered. So yeah, please visit this site and have a look if this is working for you. The platform is always working on a one-on-one matching situation, meaning that it's always suggesting some good context that are fitting to the different attributes that you have been entering and searching for. So please make sure that you have edited your profile in a proper way. So this is the lead finder. Of course, you can always jump back into edit my profile. This is a shortcut. You could also just click on the picture on the right-hand side of your communication center, and then you are in the settings area again. Just press the little pencil, and then you're back in your profile and can edit this. All right, this is the lead finder in brief. And since Fabian is not interrupting so far, all right, I will jump into the networking right away, because this is similar to the lead finder and it's a little more fun, as I would say right now. So the networking is actually just a suggestion engine that is based on your interest that you have put into your profile. These interests, the matching of your interests, then decide on the accuracy of the different suggestions we have here. So we always start with the relevant people. We have some nice pictures here. I could decide to just click on one detail because I say, okay, looks interesting to me. Then I can have a look at that person. I see a little description. I also see the different interests that are matching with my interest. That's why they are highlighted here. So this way I see why this person has been suggested to me. I see here at the top, I can always favorite, I can start a chat, video chat, and so on. So all the different interaction items are available to me immediately. And then I can say, all right, that was already interesting. I will go back and say, all right, this is nice, but what else can I do? So I would say I'm opening up the discovery graph, the social discovery graph, as we name it. And here I can find new people. How can I do that? I can search within the exhibitors. I can search within the attendees. Here I search within both categories, and I can decide I would like to see more than just 10 suggestions. And here I see that this graph is building up. So the closer one person gets to my profile picture, the more likely the interests are matching. So I could have a look here at that person. I see again, okay, here are some interests that are matching. I could then get into immediate interaction again, or I can decide to just move on and search further. I could also say, just give me 40 suggestions. And as you see, this is then adding up. The other possibility would be not just to find new people, but to have a look at the contacts of my confirmed contacts. This would look like this. So I have made some good and nice contacts already. And now I'm interested in the contacts of somebody I already know. So here are all the people I know. So I could say, let's have a look at Antje Schreiber and all the different contacts that have been confirmed to Antje. So when I now find out that there is a person like Mr. Leugens here, and I always wanted to match with that person, I could either get into interaction directly with Mr. Leugens here and start a connection request here, or I could ask Ms. Schreiber to recommend my profile to Mr. Leugens. So this way I am adding up all the different aspects here. I could just search like this, explore, and find the best way to to get in touch with the person I'm looking for, or by just exploring who could be important to me for the future and where a different connection would make sense. So as you can see, this is fun. You see that different things can happen here. So this is quite an interesting social graph, and I can just reset the graph and start again. So when I start, for instance, here, I see a different graph and have a look like that. So this is how the platform would like to invite you to explore all the different networking opportunities and also to make use of the contacts that you have already confirmed. So the contact of my contact exploration is probably the most efficient way to get into touch with people of interest to you. Yes, this is the networking part. Of course, you can always search for people, for job title, for company names, and search on this basis, or you just have a look at the relevant people one by one, surf around and have a look and start exploring. All right. So this is the networking section. Of course, needless to say, this is only available to you when you have switched on your networking button. If you have switched off your button, you're not part of this networking game, which is also okay. It's your decision. I would just want to make sure that you remember to switch on your networking to be part of this networking game. All right, so I left out the virtual cafe. Usually the networking is causing some question, Fabian. So I look into your direction if there's anything.
No more questions.
Okay. So we jump into the virtual cafe. Actually, this is your place for spontaneous meetings. If you don't want to schedule a meeting or place a direct video chat call, you could just jump into any of these cafes. The Interzoo team has prepared some cafes for you in some special interest groups, as you can see. And whenever you enter such a cafe, it's always the same. Oops. It's always the same structure. So you have one chat room. Here you can type some questions, and when you click on the tile on the right side, you will enter the chat room, meaning you will enter the video chat and a room will open up. So we could have a look at the colleagues that are now active in the support lounge. As you see here, some colleagues are writing something, and then you can jump into this tile and then you can talk to somebody directly, just like we are talking to each other right now. And yeah, please don't be afraid. There's nothing that can happen. Just try it out. You cannot break anything. It's just a good way maybe to arrange a meeting via a chat group that you have. Let's meet at 12 o'clock in the Interzoo team. You can do that. Here you can meet with even more people. You just have to live with the situation that somebody else will join you, because these cafes are always open to public. But you could do that. You could say, let's just meet up in one of those cafes. Yeah, this is a good meeting point for everybody. You have a chat situation here in the general room, but you also have chat situations in the video chat that is opening up. So there's always an individual chat and a general chat. Yes, this is the virtual cafe. It might be that when there has been some slots, in the program, that afterwards the speaker and some of the participants are meeting up in one of those cafes. So always feel invited to join. These cafes are there for you. And so please just use them as you like. All right, so I move on to the goodie bag and then we're almost through. So the exhibitors have prepared something for you. It's like a special offer page and a special exhibition offer page. So you can just surf around and see the offers that are listed here. So you could just read the special offer, of course, and then go to deal if you like. Whenever you click on one of those goodie bags, please be aware that you will then be contacted, of course, by the exhibitor so that he can get in touch with you and make sure that you receive your special offer. Yeah, so this is also adding up. There might be some more still today and tomorrow. So feel invited to just get your little goodie bag here. And then we have a media and partner part. Here you have just an overview of the different partners of Interzoo. So you also feel free to just get in touch with them. Have a look at the detail page, like here. You see, as with the exhibitor, you have the chance to contact you have the chance to have a look at the different parts of the program. You see there is one virtual cafe that is connected and so on. The last point in the navigation is the newsroom. Here also there will be a little Twitter feed you can have a look at the next day. You can have a look at the different items here. This is built for press representatives, but you could also have a look at it and get your information on a general basis. All right, so this is again the lobby. We are through with the basic features. So always feel free to use the different icons you have there. When there are any questions, especially regarding the function set that you have personally, like video and microphone, please visit us in our virtual cafes. And yeah, please have fun exploring. It's an application, not just a website. So please feel invited to make use of the different icons, to start networking, to start scheduling meetings, to meet with other visitors and also with exhibitors, surf around the different things that the exhibitors have prepared for you, enjoy the program. And yeah, that would be what I can give you now as an overview and as a jump start into this platform. Yeah, as I promised, and you're still not interrupting, Fabian, I would just show those features that might conflict with my microphone. So in case we will lose, I will lose my voice, I have at least shown all the different features. So Fabian, is there something?
No, but
Okay.
additionally, can you explain where to find the system check?
Yeah, exactly. So I will first show the virtual cafe, how this video chat room opens up, and then I will log out and show you the system check in this order, all right? So as I promised, I wanted to show you what it looks like to be in a video chat situation. So this is a virtual cafe, and it's very easy to demonstrate here. So when I click on the support lounge, you see that this room is opening up. And this will be the same situation if you start a video chat call via your communication center. When you, for instance, just call somebody immediately here. So then a room will open up just like this. You see that there is a list of participants here, and there is a chat, an individual chat. So with the participants, you can always add somebody here. As I promised, you have a chance to add people spontaneously. So here you can just search for somebody and inviting that person to this specific call you're in. Since I'm the only one in this room, of course, I'm waiting for additional attendees. This is a virtual cafe, meaning that somebody could just enter this room right away. Or if it's a call that I have started myself, of course, nobody else will enter. I would have to call somebody else. So this way I can just make sure that I add some participants. I have the very, oops, I will move this task line again. So here you see in this bar, you can always share your screen. You can raise your hand during a video chat. You can also stop your camera. You can mute yourself. So this way you can also have a little presentation if you like. Just make sure that you use a browser like Chrome or Firefox, because this way you have a good function set with the screen sharing. Yeah, whenever you're ready with the call, please don't forget to hang up. Because otherwise this call will stay open. If you just switch to another tab, this is actually a feature that then this picture will be that there will be a picture-in-picture as you see here. So as long as you don't hang up, you're still in the room. So I hang up now. This is the typical situation for a video chat, so that you have seen it once. And now I will show you the system check. So I will jump back into my communication center on the right-hand side. I will log out here. And now I'm on the login page. You probably have experienced that already, or if not, you hopefully will soon. And here you see check your system now. I won't click on it right now because then there will be a system check. But this system check, we recommend that you do it anyhow. So whenever you enter this page and you see this button, please just press this button, because then the system will check your microphone, your camera, and also, which is very, very, very important, your internet connection. Since this is an application, it really requires internet. Otherwise, you won't be able to consume the different streams, the live streams, and also the video chat. So we are dependent on a good internet connection. And here with the system check, you will find out if your internet connection is good enough. When you have a chance to connect to a LAN cable, please do that. So WLAN could be a little bit unstable. So please make sure that you have a good internet connection. Yes, so this is the check your system now. When I log in, I will do it here. I'm on the platform right away. Please don't be afraid. You won't have to log in and log out all the time. When you're logged in a session, this will remain valid. So when you make a hard reload of your browser, you might log in again, or when you use the logout button that I just showed you here, you might have to type in your token again. That was quite quickly what I did there. So you will always receive a new token to your email address. So you need to have access to your email address when you log out and log in again. All right, Fabian, did I forget anything? Is there anything I can add?
No, but we have one more question.
Okay.
Can we start to chat with exhibitors before beginning of the exhibition, or only from the 1st of June?
Yes, you can start a chat already now. This is what the onboard sorry, the soft opening phase is for. Therefore, because the soft opening allows you to to get into touch already with some exhibitors. It might be that they cannot reply right away, but they will see your message and they will reply to that. So you can start chat anytime and you can schedule meetings for the live phase, but chat is already possible. And also a call would be possible. When you click on the joint showroom on the exhibitor detail page, of course, it might be that there's nobody there yet because they are preparing for the live phase. So please don't be angry if you don't reach a person there, because the exhibitors are getting ready, building up everything, setting up everything, getting their back office arranged. So there are quite some to do still for the exhibitors. So we hope for your understanding that when you click, for instance, on this joint showroom button, like with the Interzoo, I showed that that you might not reach somebody immediately, but this will be then the case when the live phase on June 1st will start.